This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. Once again, we're at Fischer Van Lines. Since 2004, this moving and storage company has been the go-to for the highest quality movers in Colorado for local and long-distance moving. I'm joined once again with Jeff, who is the owner, founder, entrepreneur. Thanks so much for joining us here again today.
Good to see you, Gary.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. I mean, really, your on-the-job training, education began over a dozen years before you launched this company.
Right.
You have truly built a family legacy, one move at a time. Share with us a little bit how this got started for you.
I was back in 2004. I had just married my daughter's mom, and I was looking for, I was trying to figure out, how I was going to support my family, and I always wanted to start a moving company. I've been in the business for 13 years, and me and her put down $2,500 on a old U-Haul and got it started.
I mean, hopefully the year 2020 is in the rear view mirror of your trucks. I mean, quite honestly, it seems that every industry out there has been affected by 2020, even the after effects. How has the moving company changed, and what effects have you felt?
Well, I mean, 2020 was definitely an onslaught of change, that's for sure. A lot of people took work off. It was a nightmare watching all the companies close doors, all over town. I'm not gonna lie. We had quite a few people quit. They started collecting unemployment. We were open the whole time. But it was difficult to find good people. It was difficult just to find anybody.
Exactly.
And we just dug deep and made it happen. And
that is impressive. I mean, I have sat down with many companies since 2020. I personally thanked each one of them for continuing to serve the public, because honestly, with labor shortage, gas prices, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, one of the cornerstones you pride yourself on is treating great workers like their family. I mean, really creating a culture of a family work environment. What do you look for? What qualities you look for when you add to your team?
Well, first and foremost, I like to look for good people. I like to look for people that I would get along with, somebody that I would easily chill with, and they have ethics and morals and values and professionalism. So, but that's what I first look for. After that, I mean, it's all about the skill level, yeah, and their aptitude and their grit, and whether or not they can put it down, because some of these jobs will go 12 hours, and moving furniture ain't for the light at heart, that's for sure.
You got to work into the wee hours. Sometimes you got a client waiting the next day. You can't push something back for those reasons. I mean, your company has been trusted for nearly 2 decades in moving everything from antiques to pianos to pool tables and everything in between.
Yes, sir.
You provide the trucks and the men to get the job done. Is there any job in the past or in the future that was too small or too big to handle?
Yeah, nothing was too small or too big to handle. We got it done one way or another, and it's interesting to watch a lot of the fly-by-nights, over the last 20 years. I think we had 60 moving companies when I first started, and now there's about 900, but a lot of them come and go really quick. Quite a few of them run under 20 different names because their one name sucks. But,
absolutely, a dime a dozen. I mean, that has not changed in this industry. Safety has always been job number one for you, keeping your customers safe as well as keeping their belongings safe. Is it important for consumers out there to choose a moving company that is licensed and bonded? And what does that really mean for a consumer?
Yeah, so when you choose a company that's licensed and bonded, they're licensed by the state of Colorado, and there's a process that we all have to go through as a service provider, and they do verify to make sure that owner is a legitimate member of the society, and they can handle owning and running their own company. And then if you hire somebody that's not insured, you're setting yourself up. It's Russian roulette. I mean, majority of people aren't going to be insured because they can't afford it, And if they can't afford it, they're not going to be able to help you, you know, with any furniture that they break in the process. So.
Absolutely. Kind of scary for the consumer out there when you're dealing with all my belongings, dealing with my house, everything like that.
Right.
I mean, be it a move across the city or across the state, I mean, you have a fleet of trucks that deliver from point A to point B. I mean, obviously your team knows Denver well. You specialize in local moves, but what is the farthest you've ever moved somebody across state lines?
We've been doing long distance for about 4 years now. So we'll go anywhere. We've been out to New York and Boston and Florida, California, East Coast, West Coast, all in between. I'm looking at maybe doing some Canadian moves here pretty soon too.
Wow, that's impressive. You've put together a skilled team of professionals. This trained team can even pack your household goods if you need be. That has to be great for the elderly or busy professionals. I mean, really kind of a white glove approach where you take care of everything.
Yeah, it's all customer orientated. In today's society, you know, it's a dime a dozen. Finding you know, somebody that's worthwhile and that actually cares about what they're doing is not an easy thing to find. And you know, I run into that looking for things that I need to get done. But we really care about what we do here.
I believe
that makes all the difference.
I mean, you have a list of services that you provide to public under one roof. Is the ability to still store things for folks available here at your new location?
It is. It is. So we're kind of phasing out of storage for right now until we get a new facility, which has more square footage to put things in. But we're connected with quite a few storage facilities around town, and we can get you a good price on your storage.
I was wondering about that. You have a new location, which is great for you, but like you say, you never know what tomorrow brings. If you're expanding what you're doing, that is great. We have been showing your website on the bottom of the screen right there throughout the interview for customers who need your services. What about for someone out there who's a hard worker, they're reliable, and they want to be part of your team? Are you always looking for them?
Yep, we are always looking for them. And we're starting people off at $20 an hour. You know, the advancements are immediate once we know that you got the skill level that we're looking for. Most of our guys are making $25 an hour. You know, our customers are very generous people, and you know, guys make really good tips.
Way back in 2012, 10 years ago, we got together and we recommended you to consumers on this show. You've always had an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau, a plethora of great reviews out there. Even after the challenges in this industry of 2020, as of today, this morning, you still have a 4.8 Google review rating. I mean, some companies didn't even make it, let's be honest. The effects of the pandemic, I'd say that's pretty impressive. Are you still thankful for those who give a great word about this company and really thankful for their business?
Oh, you better believe it. You know, we're nothing without our customers. Nothing.
Done deal. Excellent. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, first of all, take a look at all the services they provide out there for you. Check many of the awards they've won throughout the years, and take a look at resources they provide you if you're moving, and they've got other providers they work with as well. I mean, they are still the top choice in moving companies every year for 10 years on Consumer News Television. No company that can please everyone, obviously, every time, but I'll tell you one thing, with Fischer you can trust. They bring pride and professionalism to every job. That's Fischer Van Line since 2004 for the highest quality movers in Colorado. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.